So Reggie Miller, you and I, we talked about a couple months ago, and you had mentioned that Reggie Miller was a tough guy to guard because of off ball, and he just never stopped moving. So talk about guarding Reggie and how you prepared for a guy like him.
Well, with Reggie, you know, you have to stay locked in. Like if you lose sight of him or you lose focus on him, he's gonna bang you up very quickly. You know what I mean? 2 or 3, 4 threes in a row, you know? And so my mentality with Reggie is gonna be, we had our own separate game. I'm guarding you, and those other 8 guys, they're gonna be playing basketball. But I have you, you know? And that was my mentality, not to let him get going, because once he get going, or any player in this league get going, you can't shut the water off, you know, especially with him, because he has a different mentality.
So you were just in a bubble? You didn't even see the other stuff?
No. I literally, it could be, you know, a rebound come right there. I'm like locked into him. You know what I mean? You have to have that mindset with Reggie, because I can remember the game 1, where he scored those points in that many seconds.
8 points. And
8 points. Yeah. And so I got him on lock. Then we made a sub, and bam, he hit a shot. I was like, ah. I'm sitting on the bench like, are you for real? I mean, he was on lock. Because he just, and by the time I got back in, he was on fire. It was too late. He was
already talking to
Spike, and he was just in this whole mode, because I've been in that mode, and I know how it is. And yeah, it was just too late.
So you and Reggie, I mean, that was the rivalry. Knicks fans knew it. Pacer fans knew it. Back then, was there a real rivalry to you guys too? I know the fans had rivalries. We didn't like Reggie.
I didn't like him either. No, I didn't like him either. At that time, because, you know, back then you had to earn your stripes. As a player, as a rookie coming into this league, you had to earn your stripes. Nothing was given to you. It's a little different now, being a young player, but back then, you literally had to pretty much fight your way into this league. And so some guys probably give you a pass that you're playing against, and some guys don't. You know what I mean? Because they didn't get a pass. And so Reggie was one of those guys. You know what I mean? He didn't get a pass. He literally had to be tough enough to play in this league, because obviously he's 6'8", but he wasn't built. You know what I mean? So people didn't think he was tough enough to play in this league, and they would come at him. But he proved that he was tough enough to play in this league. He passed the test. And so, but me coming up and finally getting my opportunity to, you know, really prove myself as a starter in this league, Reggie was like, okay, you know, let me test this man and see if he's tough enough to really be in this league or play at this level. And I had to prove that. You know, I had to prove that, and I had proved that many nights against different players. Reggie wasn't the only one. I had to go against a lot of other guys and prove myself. And so, but once you get past that, the respect is given, you know. And so, unfortunately with Reggie, I had to like get a little physical in order to get that respect. And but me and Reggie, you know, after that, you know, a headbutting incident, we had no problems throughout the rest of my career. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so we just played basketball. But up until that point, you know, he used to try to come at me, and, you know, so. But it was cool.
Was he the biggest trash talker you played against?
Barkley probably was the biggest.
Barkley was?
Yeah.